Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin.
What?
Today we coming at you with a little Robusto size. I think it's 49 by 5 inches. Morro Castle. I don't know pretty much anything about this cigar, but we'll get into it. It's I think it's a double cap. Little model, a little lumpy. Not too many veins. Construction's nice. Looks like they did a pretty decent job. Really off the wrapper, I'm just getting maybe like just a raw tobacco, not getting much off of it. Maybe a little grassy note. What?
Yeah, I've never heard of Morro Castle. Nice little band. It says 1589 on the band. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but looks like a nice little Robusto. I get sort of that sweet raw tobacco, but especially on the foot, I get almost sort of a peanut or something. It's very slight, but it's definitely there.
The name, I think the name Morro Castle is a famous castle in Cuba or something. Don't quote me on that for sure, but I think that's what I did find, and it's something to do with Cuba. This is not a Cuban cigar, but I think that's what the Morro Castle is.
No, we would never smoke a Cuban cigar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just kind of a nuttiness
Yeah.
in the aroma.
Let's get it cut up, lit up, see how it goes.
Yeah, even just the aroma, before you even take a puff, you get kind of that cashew peanut type of aroma.
Very kind of light, loose draw, not too bad. But yeah, I definitely pick up that maybe like a nuttiness in the aroma, definitely in the first little draw.
Yeah, tighter draw than I was expecting. But yeah, even just in the aroma, there's a lot of that flavor.
If I had to pick a nut, I would say, yeah, the cashew.
Yeah, something very light.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that like a slightly sweet tobacco as well in the finish. Nothing really heavy. It's very light, very just a natural sweetness.
Yeah, very sweet on the finish. I wouldn't necessarily say sweet tobacco, just kind of a general sweetness. Yeah.
Very kind of light in body though. I would say mild in body right now. Definitely mild in strength, and I don't know. Like I said, much about the cigar, so I don't know what the wrapper is exactly, but I'll look it up and see if I can find anything.
Yeah, very light cigar. I'd say maybe Connecticut or something, but yeah, not a heavy cigar, not at all. But we'll get into the first third. Tell you what we think.
Well, welcome back to the Morro Castle. About an inch in, we're about 10 minutes in. We're into the first third. For me, the draw has been kind of light and loose. I don't know why it's been a little heavier, but flavor-wise, I'm getting like a peanut butter and a peanut butter toast, because there's definitely like a drying sensation to it when you bring the cigar to your lips. It doesn't really leave you parched, but it's definitely a bit dry, and the flavors for me is like a peanut butter and toast, and those flavors are definitely more potent than the Retro Hail. But mild in body, mild in strength, kind of a fast burner for me. But so far it's a decent cigar. It seems to be like a one-trick pony, but it's kind of an interesting, very pleasant flavor.
Yeah, this reminds me of a decent breakfast. We've been talking. We're totally in agreement. On the finish, there's definitely that drying sensation. It's not, it doesn't leave you parched, but I would equate that to sort of a toast. And then especially on the Retro Hail, nothing but kind of thick, not creamy, but thick, peanut butter taste. So Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a fast burner. I think mine is tunneling just a little bit. Whatever. But yeah, good cigar so far.
Yeah, nothing to complain about. Well, let's get into the second, third, approach the midway point, and see what develops.
All right, welcome back. We're about getting ready to go into the halfway point of this. I already forgot the name.
Morro Castle.
Morro Castle, yes. But I thought it was interesting, the construction of this cigar. You can see right there, I tried to ash it, and the construction, I'm amazed that it actually held on after I tried to ash it. I've never seen that in a cigar before, but regardless, I was very impressed. And then you can even see there, finally, just came out. But construction has been great for me. Taste, no real changes. Definitely that toasty, peanut buttery sort of taste, still there. Finish doesn't last too long, but I think it's a good cigar so far. Justin?
Well, I wasn't as lucky as Wyatt. I've had a little construction issue. I had a crack and it expanded a little bit, but I think it'll burn through it just fine. Not too concerned about it. Draw for me still a little bit on the light side, but just fine. I agree, the finish has kind of almost gone clean for me, where I don't have almost any finish. Most of my flavors, like through the retrohale, is that toast and peanut butter. Pretty decent flavor. Again, it's a one-trick pony, but it's a pretty good trick. I'm really enjoying it so far. Mild in strength, mild in body. Burn's been pretty decent. Like I said, only this little crack has been my construction issue, but I think I'll burn through it without a problem. Let's get into the final third, see how it goes. Welcome back. We're in the final third of this Morro Castle. For me, the flavors are starting to get a little washed out. It's getting a little hot and spongy, so I'll probably end it here. Though I thought it would burn through that area that I talked about earlier, it did not, and I've just kind of exploded down one side. But if you really like this cigar, you could work through it. I imagine it's not completely unsalvageable. But for me, it's got a little spongy, a little hot, and it's turned a little harsh. So, I mean, throughout the cigar, it's always been a mild in strength, mild in body, a one-trick pony, just that kind of peanut buttery toast flavor. I really can't complain. I think these are relatively cheap sticks. I think $1.50, $2 online. But if I was going to rate this cigar 1 to 10, I'd give it a 5.5. It's a one-trick pony. I had some construction issues with it, and as Wyatt always said, a 5 is still a decent cigar in our opinion. So yeah, I would feel comfortable with a 5.5.
I'm usually the more critical of the two, but I particularly enjoyed this cigar. Justin's had a lot of construction problems with his, but like I said earlier, I've been very impressed with the construction of this cigar. The taste has been one note, but you know, for like $1.50 or $2, you can't beat it. Like I said, construction has been fine. My one problem with it, once you hit about the halfway point, the smoke does get a little bit more harsh. A lot of the flavors are sort of drowned out because of that. But other than that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say probably a 6.5. You know, not anything fantastic, but I've certainly been very impressed. So yeah, good cigar to me. Definitely worth picking up.
Good morning cigar.
Yeah.
You know, like with a cup of coffee, because it almost gives you those breakfasty flavors like toast. And, I guess maybe not peanut butter, but it's you know, it's kind of, it's a light cigar. I would say it would pair well with a cup of coffee in the morning. And
it would definitely wake you up in a pleasant way.
Yeah, and if you can get a hold of them, it's definitely worth a shot. I don't like I said, I don't know much about them. I think they might be an online exclusive for that, for matter, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, I think we're going to end it here. If you like our videos, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Till next time, smoke them if you got them.